Good afternoon, squad. This is Staff Sergeant Stines. Today I'll be briefing you Operation Bobcat Lightning, Paragraph 1 brief. First, we'll start with our task organization composition. Here you can see first squad. Within first squad, we have Alpha Team, main effort. They'll be assaulting, attack to destroy objective Phantom with a purpose to deny enemy influence. And then our Bravo Team, our secondary effort with security to interdict, and then we have a weapons team down here, our secondary effort, tasked to support by fire and provide cover fire in order to enable main effort on objective Phantom. Our key weapon systems for Alpha Team will be M249, M320, Bravo Team, M249, M320. Our weapons team will be the M240 Bravo and the Javelin. Okay, here's our area of interest. As you can see, our box will be 37 northing, 31 northing, 17 easting to 10 easting. Our trace will be 37 northing, 31 northing, and east will have the high-end coastal mountain range, and the west will have the Bay-9 River. So to familiarize ourselves with some of the enemies that will be in the area, we know that there's at Tai Tung Air Base, there will be a platoon of Z-10 attack helicopters with a response time of 30 minutes, a battery of PL-66 howitzers that are going to be in multiple locations throughout the map. There's one motorized platoon with a response time of 40 minutes, as well as ADA PGZ-04A with a response time of 5 minutes. So here's our GTAO. As you can see, we have highly restricted area along the high-end mountain range and on the Bay-9 River, as well as some urban areas that we're going to try to stay out of. The highly restricted area is where our squad and platoon will not be moving into. So the effects on the friendly, the terrain will disrupt our dismounted movement of our friendly forces along Route Camaro, and then the terrain will also severely disrupt the enemy's dismounted movement. For the ground and air, our friendly forces will have to maneuver on Route Camaro, and it will serve as our first option to get our units into the AO, Objective Phantom, down here. However, the enemy also will be using Route Camaro to maneuver, so we have to be prepared for engagement. A marked advantage, we have 3 key terrains, key terrain 1, 2, and key terrain 3. All are going to be crucial for our United States forces to secure and our friendly units. We have to expect the enemies to be trying to secure these 3 pieces as well. Key terrain 3 is located right next to the bridge that we suspect the enemies will be moving across. For our weather, so the visibility will be decreasing throughout the duration of our mission on the 29th, starting at 23.6%, and then on the 2nd of September dropping to 0.9. So this will hurt the enemy's ability to see us because we know that they do not have NVG capabilities. And then for our friendlies, it'll be low visibility as well, but we'll be moving more through this low visibility, knowing that the enemy cannot see us. The wind, there will be light wind throughout the week, and the highest wind will be southwest at 9 miles an hour on 31st August. And the high wind on that day will cover our sound and movement, so we'll be making sure to take advantage of that day to move. There's a high to moderate chance of rain, starting at 75% on 29 August 24, dropping to 65% on 2 September 24. The rain is going to affect both the enemy and the friendly troops, and it will also provide cover, sound cover for us as we move on our mission, and we'll take advantage of moving when it's raining. The rain also will be slowing down our movement, and it will be disrupting the tracks we're taking. Cloud cover, there's going to be high cloud cover from 99 to 98%. And then if the enemy did have NVGs, they'd have to rely on them. They would have to rely on them heavily at night to detect their movement because the moonlight would be covered from the clouds. That's going to be the same for us because we're going to have to rely on them heavily at night because there's going to be no moonlight because of the high clouds. Temperature and humidity. The temperature ranges from 88 to a low of 74 throughout the week, and the humidity will range from 89% to 83%. the high temperature is going to affect both the enemy and the friendly troops. I think it's going to have a greater effect on our friendly troops because we're going to be making this long movement. We're going to have to bring water to resupply, and we're going to have to make sure that the humidity is not negatively affecting our troops too much. Our civil considerations, there's small villages throughout the map, and we'll just be staying away from them. Here's our company level enemy situation. Here we see 4 platoons located throughout the map, and we have a squad up here that's screening. Down here we have a mortar team disrupting, as well as another mortar platoon disrupting, and then we have a platoon up here occupying this area, and then we have another platoon in the middle occupying this area. And this is the mortar team in there. Here's our platoon analysis for our enemy situation. So now we can look at a more closer look at the individual squads. Here we have a squad screening this area again, and then we have a mortar team disrupting in this area, squad disrupting up here. We have a squad occupying this small village right here, and then we have another squad controlling this area. All right, so here's our this is what we think the enemy will be doing. As you can see, we have multiple weapon systems lined up across. We're gonna be extra cautious. We think there's a Q or Z95 400-meter range up here attached to the squad with their task to seize and deny. A QTY 88 4,000-meter range, QBU 88 800-meter range. Our next platoon down here is tasked with seizing and denying as well. CSK 141 with a 4,000-meter range. Then we have a squad down here with a QBU 88 800-meter range, QTY 88 1,000-meter range, and then our last we have a team element down here tasking with disrupting and preventing with a Type 63-1 1,500-meter range. Alright, so here's our concept level sketch for a platoon level. So for 1 level up intent, first platoon, main effort, C-1-5 infantry disrupt enemy forces in AO Ronin no later than 30/2200 August 24 in order to deny enemy influence on the BNME. Our expanded purpose, the key tasks, disrupt enemy operations in depth, deny enemy uncontested use of high-speed avenues of approach, retain maximum combat power, avoid decisive engagements. Our primary terrain will be primary MSRs and AO Ronin contested. The end state, enemy North Torbian forces disrupted without accurate knowledge of platoon composition. Our end state for the civilian, minimize civilian casualties and collateral damage to infrastructure. Our friendly platoon reconsolidated at PB posture to follow on offensive operations. Our adjacent units will be first squad tasked with destroy and then to deny, second squad destroy, deny, third squad suppress, deceive, and our weapon squad gun 1 is going to be going to first squad and gun 2 will be going to second squad. This concludes my presentation, pending any questions.